Hello, my sweet Virgos. This is your reading for Saturday, March 29th. We're going to call on St. Michael. St. Michael, please transmute all negative energy to positive sent toward myself for the sign of Virgo. We're going to call on the Holy Spirit, angel saints, spirit guides, and ancestors, and ask for a message for Virgo's greater good. We pray for truth and only truth for the sign of Virgo. For Virgo, sun, moon, or rising, or anywhere in your chart, cross watchers, you are welcome. Flip or switch the roles as they apply to you. So we'll do current energy, obstacle, advice, and outcome. Current energy for Virgo. All right, what is the obstacle? Obstacle. What is the advice? What is the outcome? I love it. Transformation is occurring. Card number 13, it reduces to a 4. It talks about safety, security, and stability. Transformation is occurring. First card out, current energy, victory, and success. You are on the path to victory and success. Some of you already have victory, success in your life. The obstacle, your positive forward movement, is an obstacle for someone else. The advice, they want you to know you will have recognition and reward. 3 is the number of the spiritual realm, divine intervention, like, temperance. 8 here with the positive forward movement is you reap what you sow. What comes around goes around. So someone is having a problem with you moving on because positive things are happening in your life and they are reaping what they've sown. Sorry, I had to go back to that. The outcome is justice. Card number 11, balancing of the scales, justice. I love it. I love it. All right, let's see. For Virgo. For Virgo, please clarify victory and success. Is card number 6. Victory and success. Wow. Victory and success. Yeah. In the current energy, things are balancing out for you. You may have been working, maybe you were working 2 jobs, doing a lot, putting a lot of effort in, Virgo, but it's going to be rewarded with stability. 4 of Wands. And we do have someone in your energy still trying to hold on and in regret. This is someone you've moved away from. Yeah, this is someone that made the wrong decision. It comes out all the time, Virgo. All right. The obstacle, positive forward movement. Positive forward movement. Yeah. See, your positive forward movement is an obstacle for this person from your past because when you moved on, you embraced peace. You left this person from your past to sit in the energy that they were in, and now this person is facing defeat. 6 of Wands in reverse. This can also be public humiliation. Hopefully we'll get more. Yeah, temperance, divine intervention, peace, harmony is being restored in your life. Multiple wishes are coming in. Whoever you left in the past, you left them right where they are, and they're stuck, stagnant, under judgment. Wow. All right, let's look at recognition and reward. Recognition and reward for Virgo. Recognition and reward. Wow. So while you are gaining recognition and reward, someone is going through financial difficulty. They could feel abandoned or rejected. That wheel is turning in your favor. You're coming out, Virgo, as the King of Pentacles, in charge, in authority, in your authority, very grounded, very stable, all about your business. You know what it is you're meant to create, and you're planting new seeds. You are reaping your harvest. This was a new investment for you. I love it. All right, let's look at the balance. Balance and the outcome. Balance. 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 Wow. Part of your justice here is a replacement for a past person. You have someone coming in, King of Cups. It's very loving and kind, very intuitive. This is good news. This is a new spark, a new passion coming in toward the High Priestess, the gifted one, someone that's very spiritually connected. Your intuition may also be telling you someone new is coming in. Your divine partner is coming in. Please clarify transformation for Virgo. Transformation for Virgo. Transformation. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. So transformation is occurring in your life, Virgo, and someone has been watching you from the past. They can see what you're healing, taking the time to heal what that has done for you. 8 of Pentacles in reverse to the moon in reverse. Whatever this person has done to try to block your transformation, it is not working. It's not working. With the moon in reverse, you are well aware of the deceptive energy that this person is projecting. This manipulation, this dark magic. It's made no impact, Virgo. 9 of Pentacles. You are leveling up. You are going to be in this confident, independent, self-sufficient, prosperous energy. I love it. All right. Let's see. With this victory and success, you may have been struggling financially at one time, juggling a lot, putting in a lot of effort, but it's being rewarded with the 4 of Wands. There's stability here. Someone else is holding on to your energy and in regret because you're moving on to victory and success. Your life is better without this person, and they know it. Victory and success, current energy for Virgo. For Virgo. Current energy for Virgo. Victory and success. Whoops. Yeah, see, this has someone in a nightmare. You put death to whatever the relationship was with this past person. You know, this person's in mental anguish because the blockage here is four of cups on the fence. They made the wrong choice. And there's no way to come back from the choices that they've made. One more. They can't reap your rewards. That's the other thing that's got this person's goat. They can't reap your rewards. They don't deserve their rewards. Yeah. All you did was give love to this person, 10 of Cups. And they abandoned or rejected you, tried to financially ruin you. This person's reaping what they've sown, period. That's you having success and them being defeated. That's between them and the good Lord. It has nothing to do with us. Positive movement forward. You moved away from this person from your past. And by you moving away, this is bringing defeat into this person's life. They needed your energy. They're too dark to manifest anything positive in that energy. They needed your energy. Positive movement forward. That's why things are aligning for you since you moved on. Positive movement forward. Happiness and success for the Hermit. For you, Virgo. This person thought that they could cheat, lie, and steal and destroy you. None of it worked out. Not the way they planned. Absolutely none of it. They were cheating, lying, and stealing against themselves. Yeah. You know, they could have put you in competition, tried to create a lot of drama for you, but you are a celestial teacher. You're a healer. You're here for a purpose, Virgo. So it didn't matter what they were doing and who they were doing it with. When God has his hand over your life, when God is guiding you to do something in this reality, when it's your divine purpose, there is no one or nothing that will interfere with it. And that's why you continue to rise in the Empress energy. And they've watched it go down. They've watched you receive all that you deserve. Good news after good news coming in for you. Wow. Recognition and reward. This person, while you're being recognized, they're going through financial hardships. That wheel is turning in your favor. Good luck, fame, fortune. You're coming out grounded and stable, a true leader, someone that's very creative, money smart, business smart, and you're planting new seeds. You're being recognized and rewarded. Recognition and reward. Wow. Wow. Yeah. You know, this false emperor, while you're being recognized and rewarded for your efforts, your hard work, following God, this person's going through a tower and the 10 of Swords. They're being deceived and betrayed. They're going to go through a very painful ending. This is this false emperor that comes out, has been coming out constantly, You're still coming out as grounded, stable, and financially secure. St. Michael is protecting you. I love it. We got justice here. You got a loving partner coming in. Could be a water sign, doesn't have to be. This is someone who's going to give you love. They're going to be truly caring. This is good news. And you're the high priestess, so you may be picking up on the energy that someone's coming in. Balance. Outcome. Balance. Yep. 10 of Pentacles, Page of Wands. This is a new spark. This is good news, and this is the person that is meant to co-create with you and build generational wealth, your legacy. Yep, the King of Cups. It doesn't have to be that sign. It's just somebody that's very loving and kind, honest, loyal. With transformation, this person's been watching. They know you've healed. They can see, because you've healed, why things are aligning for you. All the effort that they've put in, all the work they've put in to try to sabotage you in this moon energy, not only is it being exposed, and the Magician in reverse could have been black magic, but it's being reversed. It didn't work on you. It's going back to this person. And that's why they're having financial issues. Transformation. Nothing will stop your transformation because it comes from God. Transformation. What did I say? You're protected. 7 of Wands. It comes from God. This person has no authority over God. They have no power. No power. Transformation. Yeah, you're being moved on to peace and new love. Peace and new love. I love it. And your past person's stressed out. 8 of Swords, trapped in their situation, overthinking, knowing they royally screwed up their entire life. They didn't gain anything they thought they were going to gain. Instead, you are receiving all the wealth, the notoriety. They're watching you rise, and that's justice. This is karma for what they did. Wow. All right. Let's do... What's the vibe? Should we do... Well, let's see. What is this one? No, let's do what lies beneath. Let's see what's going on. What's going on in this person's life that they're constantly in Virgo's energy? This past person. Check yourself. Yeah, I think this person is reflecting now at the choices they've made. With the emotional intelligence, this person may have been intelligent, but they're not anymore. The blockage here is they lack emotional intelligence. They didn't use caution. Kick to the curb. They could have kicked you to the curb. And they're getting played. Manipulation, lies, and control. They kicked you to the curb for a player, for someone that was manipulating them because of their insecurities. They hate nothing about you. They know they had no reason to do the things that they did to you. They joined forces with a bugaboo. And they're going to have bank failure as consequences for doing this. The blockage is they join forces with a copycat, somebody that wants to be you, that will never be you, that pretends. Virgo. And they're surrounded by fake friends. They took some bad advice. Sexual protection. This person's being guided to use sexual protection. The blockages, they have anger management. They need anger management. Sorry. They need anger management. They're under investigation. Somebody's checking into something that they're doing. This could be police. They've been putting on a show, pretending to be happy, pretending they're wealthy, pretending. Wow. Sex shop. If they were doing things for money, sex for money, in some way, it's illegal. Whatever they're doing, it's illegal. And they're being investigated. fulfilling a fantasy. They thought they were fulfilling a fantasy. Yeah, tantric sex. This person's doing something that's sex related that is illegal. Throwing away, getting rid of, tossing out. They didn't toss out all the evidence, apparently. They didn't get rid of the evidence. Destroyed, shattered, broken, effed up. Hater. This person's a hater. Or they joined with a hater. Falling apart, but falling into pieces. Getting clarity on their situation. The blockage is they're in a state of depression. Caught up. Finding evidence. Getting caught. Cheating. Yeah, I feel like they are being investigated, and it feels legal. It does feel legal. The blockage is they don't want to hear it. They don't want to be accountable. They don't want to face consequences. And police just flipped over in my hand. This person could find themselves in legal trouble. You have a new beginning. This person, a situation's about to explode. It says shit's about to pop off in flames. This person's not going to expect this. Look, they've been trying to burn evidence, but we already saw that they didn't get rid of all the evidence. Throwing away and trash was in reverse. They didn't get rid of all the evidence. Somebody's got evidence. Yep. Red lipstick stains in reverse. Something's being exposed. Some sort of evidence. The blockage. Unsure. Pregnancy scare. Positive, negative. Somebody could have gotten someone pregnant. Or somebody could have lied and said they were pregnant. Somebody's really toxic. Knowing they effed up. Doing drugs. The blockage. Somebody could be doing drugs. That keeps coming out too. Total drama. In the reverse. You're not involved in this drama. You're not interested. Game's over. Whatever they've been doing, it's coming to an end. It looks like there's betrayal, deceit, backstab, and their energy. They're in their feels. They could be going through a divorce because of a private relationship. Somebody's going to set the record straight. Wow. It's crazy. You know, you get what you give. If what you put out is this dark energy, deception, trying to take shortcuts, trying to get rich quick, trying to do illegal things to make money, selling your body, doing drugs, whatever you're doing, this is what you can expect. Nothing's hidden. God sees everything that you're doing. There's no rock big enough for you to hide under. God's going to see everything that you're doing, and you'll be made accountable. It's energy. Energy doesn't lie. So this is the energy you put out returning to you. Karmic. Sad. It really is sad. Let's see. Let's get a couple from this deck, and I'm going to end it. This is the Answer Oracle. What do we need to know from this deck? It's the energy. What do we need to know? Just a couple for Virgo. Destiny, difference, road, future, choice, and destiny. Because you made this choice to disconnect from this karmic partner, you're aligned with your destiny now. This person wasn't aligned with you. You're two different people. They're too dark. Evolution, it says transformation, reinvent, and new beginnings. Awesome, Virgo. Yep, you've gained a lot of wisdom when it comes to this cheater. Cheating, concealment, and misleading, what they were trying to hide. You've gained a lot of wisdom from this experience. And this person's going through upheaval, destruction, and sudden disaster. That's what they're facing. Healing, comfort, surgery, and repair, treatment. This person may need to go have some sort of treatment, whether it's drug treatment, alcohol treatment. They may be unwell. They may need surgery. When this upheaval and destruction comes in, you are the seed, nurture, great growth, potential, and possibility. Planting new seeds now. Purify, clean up, sweep clean, empty, and organize. Yep, you've cleansed this person from your energy. Align, openness, harmonize, and collaboration. You are aligning with your higher self and with God, calling in like-minded energies. Risk-taking, attack. Go ahead. Glory favors the brave. I think this person took a risk on deceiving you. They took a gamble. But what they don't realize is by them taking a risk to deceive and betray you, glory favors the brave. You, Virgo, you had to be brave. So you're highly favored now. Threat, feud, natural enemy, and deadly threat. This person's threatened by you now. Because you're in the spotlight, radiating joy and enthusiasm. That's amazing, Virgo. Yeah, promise. It says oath, contract, and emotional bond. In reverse, this person broke their promise. They break promises. They're not loyal. Decline, fade, and aging. This person could be going... Their health could be declining. Everything in their life could be declining. Exchange of information, disclose information, and inquire. Chat. I feel like someone is doing an investigation on this person. Negation, never, forbid, and taboo. What they did against you, High Priestess energy, was taboo. It broke spiritual law. It magnified their karma. Follow instructions, instigation, and faith. You followed God's instructions, and you followed with faith. That's why you were able to get yourself out of this situation. Reflection, confession, prayer, and repentance came in reverse. This person's not sorry for anything they did to you. They're not sorry. Telling a story, conveying emotions, decorating, and shaping. I feel like you're shaping a new reality. Some of you could be telling the story, telling what happened to you, helping others. Waste, debt, and gambling, spendthrift. Yeah. This person took a gamble. They wasted a lot of money, got themselves in a lot of debt. And this is what's going to cause their demise financially. Surge, flow, and addiction. It was due to their addictions they took reckless action, speeding, reckless action. Desire, omen, nightmare, and fantasy. They were in a fantasy. They couldn't see clear. They were in an illusion. They were manipulated. Use, arrangement, and strategy. They were manipulated by a third party. This was the strategy, and they fell for it due to their own addictions. Now they feel empty. With exam, diagnostics, somebody could be unwell. This is the second card that's coming out about surgery and getting an exam, getting diagnostic testing done. Boundary, speeding, and explosion. Limit. They've reached their limit. Something's about to come to a head. Something's about to blow up. The answer, guidance, help, and a miracle. This person could be praying now, seeking guidance from God now. Connections, romance, and love. This person, the blockage is lone hero, action, leader, core figure. They're not a leader. They're codependent, and they're definitely not a hero. One more, and then we're going to end it. One more for Virgo. It says deadline, synchronization, rhythm, and moment. Time's up. It came in reverse. Their time is up. Hope, miracle, and turning point, redemption. The only hope this person has is to go to the Lord, to speak the truth, to make right what they've done wrong if they want redemption. Wow. All right, guys, this is your reading. I love you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing day. And if you're interested in scheduling, I'm scheduling for next week. But I will see you for Sunday's reading. All right, Virgo. Bye-bye.